California, the place people once called paradise, Hollywood, Silicon Valley, beaches, billion-dollar dreams. For decades, moving to California meant you made it. But now, people are leaving, not hundreds, not thousands, hundreds of thousands. Families, workers, business owners, even giant corporations are packing up and moving out. And the craziest part? Becoming impossible to live in. So what happened to America's dream state? And why are people fleeing to places like Texas, Florida, and Arizona instead? This is the California exodus. The numbers are hard to ignore. According to California's own government data, the state has been losing residents to other states for years. In just one recent year, more than 200,000 Americans left California. And during the pandemic era, California's population dropped by more than 500,000 people in roughly 2 years. That's a huge shift. Because for decades, California seemed to grow nonstop. Now the trend has reversed, and one factor keeps showing up again and again: the cost of living. California is beautiful, but beauty comes with a price. For many families, that price has become overwhelming. Home prices in many parts of California have reached levels that ordinary middle-class families simply can't afford. Even people earning six-figure salaries often struggle with rent, mortgages, insurance, groceries, utilities, and taxes. Some studies estimate that a typical middle-class family can spend nearly $30,000 more per year living in California compared to many other states. Think about that for a second. Imagine keeping the same income but saving tens of thousands of dollars every year just by moving. For many people, that's exactly what relocation offers. And housing isn't the only issue. Gas costs more, electricity costs more, taxes are higher, even everyday necessities feel more expensive. Researchers at UC Berkeley recently found that high living costs are now slowing California's population growth. For many residents, the numbers simply stopped making sense. And it's not just families leaving, businesses are moving too. Major companies have relocated headquarters, expanded operations elsewhere, or reduced their California presence. Some point to taxes. Others cite regulations, labor expenses, or commercial real estate costs. States like Texas and Florida have become major destinations for businesses looking for lower operating costs. And when businesses move, jobs often move with them. That creates a cycle. Fewer companies can mean fewer opportunities, and fewer opportunities can encourage even more people to leave. For a state built on innovation and growth, that's a challenge that can't be ignored. So where are people going? The answer is surprisingly predictable: Texas, Florida, Arizona, Nevada, Tennessee. These states generally offer lower housing costs, lower taxes, and a cheaper overall lifestyle. For many families, the decision feels obvious. But there's an interesting side effect. As more Californians move into these areas, housing demand rises. And when demand rises, prices usually follow. In some fast-growing cities, locals now argue that migration from California is contributing to higher home prices and rents. Places like Austin and parts of Florida have changed dramatically over the last few years. So in a way, California's affordability problem isn't staying inside California. It's influencing other states as well. Now here's the important part. California is still incredibly powerful. Its economy remains one of the largest in the world. Silicon Valley still dominates technology. Hollywood still influences global entertainment. Millions of people still dream about living there. So no, California isn't disappearing, and it certainly isn't becoming irrelevant. But the concerns are real. Some long-term projections suggest California's population in 2060 could be roughly similar to what it is today. For a state that once grew at an extraordinary pace, that's a remarkable change. The conversation has shifted. For decades, people asked, "How can I move to California?" Today, more people are asking, "Should I stay?" California may still be paradise for some, but for others, the dream has become too expensive. And until housing, affordability, and cost of living challenges improve, many experts believe the migration trend could continue. Because in today's economy, people aren't just chasing opportunity, they're chasing affordability. And for hundreds of thousands of Americans, they believe that opportunity now exists somewhere else. Would you ever live in California?